Hey boys, welcome back. It's Martin, and today's video is going to be about socializing and your body language in general. So if you like this type of content, don't be afraid to subscribe and like this video. And if you have any feedback, just comment down below. So the reason why you can't socialize with other people, make small talk, and the reason why your body language is really shit and it's affecting your socializing is because of three fundamental things. So we're going to start off with number one, posture and body language. So this one is absolutely essential if you want to convince people and yourself that you are worthy of talking to them. So having your shoulders back straight, neck not too forward, and you're basically confident. You have open body language, which means you're not crossing your arms like this. You're not sort of reserved like that. You're open, you're free, you're inviting others to join you to talk. And this basically allows people and shows people that you're confident in yourself and your own ability, which can trick you if you don't actually have confidence in yourself. So I want you to just try it out right now. I bet you're slouching like this while eating some food. Your neck is like that, and it's just absolutely wrong. What you should do, if instead of this, roll your shoulders back to even an unnatural way, even if it feels unnatural. This is how you should actually stand, and make sure your shoulders are rolled back. Your back is fully straight, so feel like your lower back is tensing all the time. That's what it should feel like. It's just that your lower back muscles are so weak that they're not used to actually holding you upright. Make sure that your head is always held up. Never do this when you're talking to someone. Always make eye contact and make sure your body language is good and inviting. Basically, I want you to fake it till you make it. So when you show people that you're confident, you'll also show it to yourself, which will basically create a feedback loop. This worked well for me when I started sort of trying to practice socializing with people, because I didn't really have any confidence and I was sort of like skinny fat. So it was quite awkward. I had no confidence. And on top of that, I went to an all boys school. I still do, but I go to an all boys school. So it was pretty hard socializing, especially with girls, because you're not really used to that, you know? So what really helped me was opening up my body language, making sure that I was confident in my own abilities, and that showed everyone else that I was confident, even though I wasn't. So what I'm going to talk about now is signs people like you. So I'll explain why this is important later in the video. So number one is leaning forward. If they're leaning forward to you like this when they're talking to you, if they're sitting on a table with you and they're leaning forward, or just in general when they're leaning forward, that means they tend to like you and they want to hear more of what you're saying. Because imagine someone who's disgusted by someone else. They're going to lean back, they're going to cross their arms, they're not going to really look in their direction like this, and they're just going to feel disgusted. But if someone's really interested, they're going to lean forward. So if you just notice someone's leaning forward to someone else, I want you to go outside and look at the people having conversations, especially in cafes, because you'll see more people having conversations there. Basically, just look at who's leaning forward and who isn't. That shows who actually likes the other person. Next, once again, is open body language. So if you want to know someone likes you, is when their arms aren't crossed, they don't have an object in front of them. For example, if there's a vase in front of us on a table, they're going to usually move it away or onto the floor so they can see you and interact with you more directly. If they put something in front like a cup or a vase or something, they probably don't like you. As well as crossing their arms and other sort of closed off body language, like not maintaining eye contact. The number three is going to be people who actually are listening to you. So if they're making eye contact 60 to 70% of the time, that's usually a great sign, because people are at least respecting you. It doesn't have to be that they like you. It's at least they're respecting you to the point where they can look you in the eye while you're talking. And basically this is really good because it basically shows that you're interesting enough to talk to and maintain a conversation. And the last one is mirroring your actions. So if I'm leaning forward and the other person's leaning forward, or if my arms are crossed and their arms are crossed, vice versa, like it doesn't matter, that means they're probably interested in you, because they're trying to basically show that they have the same opinions and beliefs and sort of characteristics as you, and they really like you. So if you ever see someone in a cafe or any sort of setting mirroring the other person, or you can test it out with your friends at school or work, if you're doing something and then you start mirroring them, or if they start mirroring you, that's probably a good sign that they like you. So the reason why I'm telling you signs that people like you is because I want you to flip the script now. All those signs that I told you about, I want you to start doing them. So I want you to start showing people genuine interest in other people. I want you to start mirroring other people, having eye contact 60 to 70% of the time, letting them talk. Basically just doing the same thing that I just said in the previous section. And the next thing should be to actually compliment someone and show a genuine interest, and don't compliment like the superficial things like their appearance or their outfit. You can still do that, but they will feel a much deeper appreciation if you compliment their characteristics, their traits, stuff like that. If you compliment them on something that is hard earned and like they're unique, they'll significantly like you a lot more. So instead of saying, oh, I really like your hair or whatever, or start saying like, I really like how hardworking you are and how you go to the gym every day. That's something I really respect about you. See, that sounds more genuine and more deeper than, oh, I like how you look. See, and then people will actually like you a lot more. And if you want, start off small. It doesn't have to be that complete sentence I just said. It can be, hey, excuse me, do you know where the train station is? Or, hey, I like your hair, for example. You can still say the superficial things if you don't have enough confidence to actually hold a conversation. Just start off by complimenting someone. Maybe it's at the gym. I say my go-to, hey, how do I get big like you? Or, holy shit, man, you're so strong. What's your training program? Ask anything. If you're in a related environment, such as the gym or a library, take that to your advantage and ask them questions about that specific thing. And once you show genuine interest in someone, it'll be easy and the conversation will flow really easily. And once again, when you actually talk to this person, ask them questions, but not in an interrogative way. Just ask them genuine questions that show your interest, and then listen 80% of the time and only talk 20% of the time. And also, last tip, don't try to win conversations. It's not a debate. They're not trying to feel bad at the end of the conversation. Golden rule of friendship is to make the other person feel good. I learned this from the book called The Like Switch, and this is probably the best book and where I derived all my information from. It is worth its weight in gold when it comes to learning about friendships, so I definitely recommend you pick up that book from a local library or buy it. It was pretty cheap, honestly. I really recommend you buy it, and it's in my top 3 best books. And that's about it for this video. If you want to support me and see more of this content, click in the link of my bio. I have a course that is basically a dummy's guide for self-improvement. It encompasses all aspects of self-improvement. This is just the tip of the iceberg, so I'd really appreciate it if you show me some support. And we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by June 1st, so I really appreciate it if you make this goal come true for us. And remember, in adversity is where you find character. Thanks.